Hello, all, very good evening. Are you able to see my screen? Okay. So today we supposed to start up with like test management portion. It seems like some disturbance. Once you finish your questions, I will unmute so that we'll discuss. You have any questions before moving further? Yesterday we were discussing about like bug reporting and tracking. Any questions in that one? Anybody? Okay. So nobody have questions means like what I do is like okay. So, whatever we discussed so far is nothing but like manual testing basics. So, those are nothing but like different life cycle models, then testing types. Okay, so testing types. Then we were discussing about like bug reporting and tracking. And before that we were discussed test case creation as well as testing terminology. So these are the things what we will consider it like mm, testing basics. So whatever we are going to discuss from today onwards, those one comes under like test management portion. Under test management is nothing but like testing perspective. If you take process standards related, I can say in another words like uh, organizational level. Okay, organizational level, the process related, it will be like. So under test management we'll be coming up with like test policy, test strategy, test methodology, and test plan. Excuse me. So these are the four different documents you will come up with. So those are nothing but test policy, test strategy, test methodology, and test plan. Okay, so before starting up one by one, let us suppose you have joined testing course. So why you have joined? You have some goal, right? Some objective, right? So you have to get the job and you have to stabilize in your career. Exactly like that, somebody is framing up with some company. What he will do? He will be having some objectives and some goals, right? Okay, so within this many years, he have to grow that much business or those kind of services they have to provide, something like that. They will be having some expected some goals. Exactly like that, if you take any of the organization, within that organization you may come across so many uh what do you say means like departments, so many platforms like testing, development, security, finance, like there's so many departments you may see, right? Okay, finance department, security department, like that. So it depends on the company. Platforms like like vertical or horizontal. Vertical means skill set level, testing, Java, .NET, civil, Oracle apps. Some organizations they maintain like domain wise, like telecom domain, healthcare domain, something like that. So it depends on the organization, it may get vary from company to company. Okay, so if you take like Java testing, .NET, Oracle app, something like that. So test policy if you take sorry, testing department if you take, so they come up with testing department means they should have some objectives and goals. Like you have to deliver quality application to the client. You have to deliver quality application to the client, to the customers, means you should follow some standards. What you have to follow, what are the standards, what are the objectives, what are the goals, what are your end user, what end user expects from your customer. You have to attract customers means you have to deliver quality application. So you have to deliver quality application means what are the standards you have to follow. So that is what gets defined here in test policy document. Okay, so testing department means they will be having some objectives and goals. So what are those objectives, what are those goals? Those one gets defined here in your test policy document. So test policy is nothing but like across organization which are the projects they are maintaining, they should follow. That is nothing but okay, quality uh, standards. So that means company level. Okay, so company level documents they will maintain, that is nothing but test policy. That means within that organization which are the projects they are handling, all those projects they should follow these are the standards. So that is nothing but company level. Then who will come up with this document is like quality analysts. Quality analysts come up with this document. So defines milestones and goals. So this test policy mainly consists of like four different steps again. Those are nothing but testing definition, testing standards, testing process, and testing metrics. These are the four different steps it will try to follow. It will try to come up with. So testing definition, testing standards, testing process, and testing metrics. Okay, so testing definition. So testing definition is nothing but like verification plus validation. Okay, so this is what our first class. So what we had defined at the time, so that is nothing but like testing definition. So verification plus validation. So I don't want to explain again. If you want to hear once again means you go for those videos. This is very important. So that is nothing but testing standards. If you take any of the specific organization, so for that organization you may be hearing like CMM level implementation or ISO certified company, something like that. Your company, your during your studies time, your college affiliated to some university or something like that, you could have here. So your college have to certify means some Osmania university or something like that means they should follow norms and conditions, right? So exactly like that, whatever the company it is, it has to get standardized. It has to recognize as a CMM level certification or ISO certified company means they should follow some standards. So developers, if you take how they refer these standards with respect to development, means per hour these many lines of code they should come up with. Okay, so 50 lines of code or 20 lines of code, 30 lines of code. Okay, per hour these many lines of code they should come up with, like that they will define. Okay, so that is nothing but each and every instruction, each and every line of code is nothing but one define. Okay, so like that 8 hours means 8 into 40, normally 40 lines of code or 50 lines of code, something like that. 8 into 40 320 lines of code, right? Per day 320 lines of code. Okay, so 8 hours means really in middle you may come across meetings, 1 hour it will go up. Okay, so that means like 7 hours. 7 hours means 7 into 8, 7 into 50, 350 lines of code. Okay, again 7 hours means once you come up with lines of code you have to review, right? Those one your colleague or somebody should review. So like that 2 hours it will go for again for review. So only really you will get a chance to work for 5 hours only per day or 6 hours. So 5 hours if we take 5 into 50 to 50. Okay, so then remaining 2 hours okay, again 2 hours so you are going for review. So reviewer will give you review comments, right? Reviewer will give you review comments. So again you have to work on those review comments. Again 1 or 2 hours it will go up. That means really how much time you are spending for developing new stuff? 2 or 3 hours only per day. Per day, 3 hours you are spending for new development. 2 hours go for review. 2 hours go for uh, existing. That means like review comments updation. 1 hour for meeting. That means like 3 hours only you'll be really working. Okay, like that companies follow the standards. Okay, so each and every line of instruction you can consider it as like LOC, line of control, line of code, line of code. Okay, so if it is small scale organization, it should not exceed more than one defect for 250 lines of code. If it is big organization, should not exceed one defect for 2500 lines of code. So like this they should follow standards. Okay, so this is nothing but like your testing standards. The idea is very simple. So whatever the issues you are finding out, it should not exceed more than one for 250 lines of code if it is small scale organization. If it is big organization, should not exceed one defect for 2500 lines of code. Okay, so then test policy. So in test policy, another step you will come across like testing process. Testing process. So whatever the project you take, you should follow some process, right, in order to deliver quality application. So what is the process mostly you will follow is like whatever the project is, it is testing process gets initiated by your test manager. Testing process gets initiated by your testing manager. Okay, so then means like which type of application it is, so which types of test you have to perform for that application again. So that means like depends on the type of the application, only you're going to perform different types of application. If you remember like earlier class, I could have told like how differently you test web-based applications when compared to client server application. How differently you test. If it is like client server application, you will go for usability testing and functionality testing only. Okay, then if it is web-based application, along with usability testing and functionality testing, performance testing and security testing also you are going for. Right, exactly like that. If it is banking application, okay, that is also web-based application, right? But compared to other web-based applications, for banking applications, so you cannot click on back button, you cannot right click, you cannot copy paste. These are the special restrictions are there. Okay, yeah, just to give me a minute, it will take some time, I will okay, just to give me a minute. Hello. Yeah, yeah, Sridhar, how are you? Yeah, it's right time, no problem. Okay, okay, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. Okay. No, no, Sridhar. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Uh, uh, so I will confirm it tomorrow. I will think about everything and confirm it tomorrow. Could you please give me one day, if it is okay for you? Means. Okay, sir. The thing is, like, I'm having a little bit financial issue right now, and at the time, the thing is, when I was saying like 4,800, but now my wife also have to apply, means another like 6,000, like that. Is cost means actually really. Yeah, yeah. So that's what let me think about it once again, and just tomorrow I'll confirm it. If you give me like, if you don't mind, if you give me one day of time. Okay, okay. So tomorrow I will confirm it if you don't mind. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, okay. Okay. Hello, I'm back. Okay, you are able to hear me, right? హలో, అట్లా బిజీగా ఉన్నారా? అవునా? ఆహా. ఆ, వేణు ఏమంటే అంతా కలిపి 6,000 వరకు వస్తుంది వేణు. ఇప్పుడు డబ్బులు ఎలా చేయాలని ఆలోచిస్తూ ఉన్నాను. అది 5 7 అలా చెప్తా. ఎందుకంటే మా వైఫ్కి అప్లై చేయాలంటే హెచ్ వర్క్ మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ట్రా అడిషనల్ కావాలంటున్నారు. ఆ? ఆ. ఇప్పుడు నా దగ్గర ఉండేది ప్రజెంట్ 1,500 వేను. నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ వచ్చేది 3,500. దాంట్లో 1,000 రెంట్‌కు దానికి దీనికి పోతుంది. అది ఎట్లా అని ఆలోచిస్తా ఉన్నాను. హ్మ్. అది ఇంకోటేమంటే వాళ్ళు ఖచ్చితంగా వస్తుందని చెప్పలేమని చెప్తున్నారు వీళ్ళు. ఇంత 6,000 కట్టి ఇంక మళ్ళా వస్తుంది. అది కాక ఒకవేళ వచ్చినా గానీ వాళ్ళు రీఫండ్ చేయమని చెప్తా ఉన్నారు. ఆ! అది మళ్ళా ఏమైనా ఆలోచిస్తా ఉన్నాను. ఏం చేయాలనేసి. ఇప్పుడు అది కాక నాకు అదే దీంతో అన్నమాట ఈ విధంగా ఆలోచిస్తా ఉన్నాను. ఇప్పుడు 6,000 అంటే 2-3 మంత్స్ బ్లాక్ అయిపోతుంది కంప్లీట్‌గా. ఆ! మీరేమనుకోనంటే డ్రాప్ అయిపోతాను నేను. ఎందుకంటే ఎందుకింత మీరు మళ్ళీ చేసి మీరేమన్నా అనుకుంటారని నేను వరీ అవుతాను కొంచెం. ఆ! వాళ్ళకి గాని చూడండి, వాళ్ళకి గాని ఏమి ఎంత 2000, 3000 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారంటే మనమే ఒక చిన్న అంతే గదా! అవునా గదా! ఆ! అహా! మీరు ఫీల్ అవుతారా అని నేను ఆలోచించేది. మీరేం ఫీల్ కానంటే నేను డ్రాప్ అయిపోదాం అనేసున్నా. ఏమంటే 6,000, 5,800 అలా అవుతా ఉంది మొత్తము. అంత పెట్టి మళ్ళా ఇంగ వీసా వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు అది ఏది ఈరోజు న్యూస్ పేపర్‌లో ఏదో ఇచ్చినారు మళ్ళా. ఫస్ట్ ఏదో అది ఇదని ఈనాడు పేపర్‌లో పెట్టినామంటే వస్తుందని ఖచ్చితంగా చెప్పలేము అది ఇది. అదే అన్నీ ఆలోచించి ఇంక ఎందుకులే అది గాక ఇంగ 2 ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇప్పుడు సెలెనిక్ పోతే పని ఇంగ మన టైం ఎలా ఉంటుందనుకోని నేను ఆ విధంగా ఆలోచిస్తా ఉన్నాను. ఆ! ఆ! వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకోరు కదా! అంటే మీ మధ్య ఒక స్ట్రాంగ్ రిలేషన్ ఉంటే మళ్ళా చూడు ఇది అని ఏమన్నా అది చెప్పండి అలా అని. లేదు మీకు అలా ఉండేది కంటే ఇంక పోతే పోనీలే నేను అప్లై చేస్తాను వేణు. అంటే కొద్దిగా టైం అడ్జస్ట్ చేసుకొని అలా చేసి నేను అప్లై చేసుకుంటాను. ఆ విధంగా నీట్‌గా ఉంటే నేను అప్లై చేస్తాను. ఆ! 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 మీరు అలా ఏం ఆ! ఆ! హ్మ్. అదే. అదే. ఆ! అదే. అదే. ఆ! అది మీరేమనుకోవద్దు వేణు మళ్ళా ఒకసారి ఇంకా. సరేనా? ఆ! 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 సరే ఎలా ఉంటే అలా గాని వేణు ఏముంది నేను అదే ఆలోచించేది. సరే ఇది గాని వస్తే ఈ వీలు గాని పెట్టుకుంటే పెట్టండి. లేకపోతే ఇండియాకి వెళ్ళిపోయేది. అంత రిస్క్ తీసుకుని ఎందుకులే అనేసి నేను ఆలోచించేది. అదే. ఆ! 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 అలా చూద్దాంలే వేణు అయితే మరి మీరేమనుకోకుండా చూడండి కొంచెం. ఆ! 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 హ్మ్. సరే. ఆ! ఆ! ఓహ్! ఓకే. ఆ! ఒకవేళ మీరు ఫ్రాంక్‌గా చెప్పండి. అలా ఏమన్నా ఉంటే కొద్దిగా నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ అలా చేసి, ఈ మంత్ కొద్దిగా తీసి ఆ విధంగా అడ్జస్ట్ చేసి చూద్దాం వేణు. అలా అన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ చెప్తా ఉన్నాను. ఇంకా చెప్పండి. ఆ! ఆ! సరే. సరే అయితే. ఆ! ఆ! ఓకే. ఓకే. సరే మార్నింగ్ కలుద్దాం అయితే. సరే. ఆ! అదే. 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 ఆ! సరే. ఆహాహా! సరే. ఆ! సరే. 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 సరేలేవండి అయితే. ఓకే. ఓకే. లేదండి ఇంకా కాలేదు. మా వైఫ్ ఏదో బాలేకుందంట కొద్దిగా. అదే. ఇంటికి ఫోన్ చేసిందంట. ఇంట్లో ఎవరు ఏదో అన్నారంట. అందుకని బాలేదు ఈరోజు ఉదయం నుంచి. లేడీస్‌నే కానీ చాలా కష్టమండి నిజంగా. ఊర్లో వాళ్ళు ఏదో అన్నారనేసి ఇంగా మూడీగా ఉందన్నమాట పొద్దుటి నుంచి. అలా ఏం లేదు. అలా మళ్ళా అలా ఫీల్ కాదా. మా అదే అదే మా వాళ్ళు కొద్దిగా మా ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళు కొద్దిగా అంత అన్ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ వాళ్ళు అది ఇది అనుకుంటా ఉంటారు, ఏం తెలియదు. ఈ అమ్మాయి అదే ఆ, ఓకే. అదే అదే ఆ, ఉమ్. ఏం ఆమె చూసినాం నేను ఇది సీతమ్మ వాకిట్లో సినిమాల చెట్టు చూసినాం, బాగానే ఉంది అది. అవి కానీ ఓల్డ్ మూవీస్ అవి చూసినాం, అన్ని చూసినాం, నేను చూసి 4-5 సార్లు చూసినాం ఒకటి. కొత్తవి ఏమన్నా ఉంటాయేమో చూసి కొత్త ఒకటి రెండు ఉన్నాయి, అవి చూసినాము. కానీ మిగతావన్నీ మ్యాక్సిమం చూసినట్టువే. అదే 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 ఆ, ఆ, ఉమ్, ఉమ్. సరేలేండి అయితే మండే రేపు కలుద్దాం అయితే. ఓకే ఓకే.